Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Team Fortress TV 2. My name is Just Jazz. Tonight I am joined by Tony B and Shears on production. We are bringing you the intermediate grand finals. This is RGL 6's season 3. And let me tell you, folks, I am very, very excited to be here. Very excited to be joined on his first ever Team Fortress TV cast as well by Tony B. Tony B, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. So tonight we are bringing you, as I said, intermediate grand finals. We have 7 goal undefeated throughout the entire season versus Rolling90 halalcrips. Uh, also, well, not undefeated, but still pretty bloody good. We're going to be bringing you 3 maps. The first one being clear cut, and then second map goalie, and then if we need a final decider, we're going to be taking you over to the perennial classic CP Sunshine. So I think this is shaping up to be quite an exciting game. I was looking at the tournament bracket over the last couple minutes, doing my little bit of due diligence, and 7 goal going absolutely huge, only dropping 1 map to lobsters.tf, and Rolling90, the second seed, just making short work of all the rest of the teams as well. So I think this would be quite the game. But Tony B, I know you've been playing an intermediate throughout the entire season. You and Shears both on DDD, the DDD duo on the cast tonight. What can you tell us about these teams, man?
Well, I can definitely tell you that Rolling 90 is a great contender to win. They've got excellent players, but I'm throwing my money at a 7 goal just because they've been undefeated, and TLR's, he's got some great players and he's got some great team composition. And yeah, I just think that they've got a better cohesive teamwork, and I just think that they're going to edge this out. It's going to be a pretty even game, in my opinion, but I think they're just going to edge it out just a little bit.
Well said. Well, I mean, the way it's shaping up, just looking. I mean, I'm looking at 7 goals results throughout the entire season, barely dropping rounds. Kind of coming into the season and the postseason, in in a very convincing manner. I'm just watching in our STV right now. Each player jumping one by one into the saw in the clear cut spawn room. A very, very cool addition to the map. Clear cut's a bit of an interesting choice. I know this has been a bit of a unpopular one, but whatever. It doesn't even matter what I was about to say because we are going live. Tony, oh wait, nope, we have
they're
been
not live. That's a bait.
baited
That's
by
a
the
bait.
teams.
Oh, now we're going live again. I'm very excited to see what Blanket has to do for his team because, being an invite player, he's playing on IM this season. But from my memory, if I can recall correctly, he was invite for Highlander. But let's see what he has to, let's see what he can do here. They'll be rolling out to mid here. Blanket's going to get a big buff. He's going to be playing right side with his team. We're just going to be spamming out here and, trying to get everybody in. Blanket goes for a big bomb onto the scout, as well as Tealer. Okay, Tealer's going to clean him up.
But Jason, Tristan, and Dickers have all gone down for Rolling90, so this is not a good start to this mid fight. And right now, if I'm Rolling90, I'm just going to have to back out here and just concede the point. Their med does get out, which is good. So it is going to be roughly even Ubers, 7G with just a little bit of advantage, but, I don't think they're going to realize that they have the advantage. But we are seeing not a whole lot of frags. As I say, that Foster's does go down, but a lot of damage. Tristan with a big bomb in, forces flip. That's going to be really good. Shears needs to get out because he actually does not have his Uber yet. So a nice little Kiterino from the Halal boys. But kind of a bit of a scrappy mid, no real frags, no real exchanges. But now we're seeing Halal jump in. The big sacks coming in from Storm and Blanket is just gonna get the force out, and we're gonna see Flip just kiting away. But oh my God, Reem goes down, and the scouts are still on Flip. Flip, you need to be out of here.
They're just gonna bully them out of
yesterday.
Mid. Flip takes out Frosters. Frosters just hits himself to death. Oh my god, what a beef. So now, with Flip alive, they're going to be able to get Uber here in a second. They're 42%. Meanwhile, yeah, under enemy Uber, they're building as well. So we might actually see a potential re-push into this. Rolling90 didn't even be so aggressive there, but I understand they didn't want to get the med pick, but
I think if you're going for the med pick there, you need to be using your scatter gun and not trying to whack them to death.
Strom manages to pull back 3 players, and Blanket actually kills one of them. This mid is just gonna go straight to 7 goal.
Yeah, now Mudkip has also gone down too. So this
Strom is still behind.
Yeah, not looking too good for Halal as the Ubers do come out on the side of 7 gold. The fourth does come out from Halal as well, so they're going to try to chase back. Reem is all alone, but they're not focusing him down. He's going to get out of here.
He's on the medic right now. He's going to hit him for 2 fat knee shots, and he's going to get Shears.
Oh, Shears, what are you doing, my friend? Dying, I guess that's what he's doing. So again, you know, just 7 gold is just really good with this aggression and this re-aggression. You know, now every player is just monging for Flip, and
Flip actually ends up dying to Jason. So the 5 or 4-man stack from Rolling90 is actually going to get him killed. So now they're going to have Ad with their medic coming in, Shears. They're going to be able to get Uber sooner, but with 60 seconds left on the clock, I don't really see 7 gold giving this up.
I mean, they're gonna have to take this dry. They can't really afford to wait for the Uber, but
Blanket's in for the bomb.
Yeah.
And then Storm's also in, but they won't be able to get anything. They sacked 2 soldiers there. They're gonna need to give this up.
Yeah, I think at this point, like if you're 7 goal, you know, it's okay. You have 20 seconds on the board. 7 Halal has to kill off 2.5 minutes. Like this is a good place to be in, even if you don't have the advantage. Especially that Jason has go down. They're going to get Reem to spawn up here in a second, so they'll maybe be able to get some early pressure on before Jason gets back into the fight, because he's only now just spawned. And Halal not using any of this Uber advantage that they had, so they could have punished them. They didn't punish them, and now they're gonna have to take a fight on this even Ubers. And we're seeing Flip and TLR come in. The exchange happens on the point, and they're just gonna have to go for players. Reem being focused incessantly by Fosters, but he is Fosters, whatever, same thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's not gonna go down though, and it's gonna be Strom is the first casualty of this fight. The TLR falls down as well.
Blanket also down.
And then a big bomb by Tristan, taking out Bon Kui.
Tristan's gonna back up here.
And they've killed a minute off of the timer, so this has been, you know, it's kind of a rough start on this first round for Rolling90, but they've really sort of brought this back in, and you know, it's only a minute left on the clock for them, and again, even Ubers as well. 7 goal has to really take a fight, and they're just going to send a 4-man sack in, and they're going to get Shears. And Shears is going to drop. It's just going to be TLR and Flip, but they're going to be way the hell out in spawn. A really good position to be in. You know, I expect to see this Uber fight coming on very quickly.
Yeah, with still some cap time on the point. And they're med dead. I think you know 7 goal is gonna have a field day coming back in here with full Uber ad. Except they don't see that trap that. Oh, Jason actually gets him.
Oh, Flip
what a
going
beautiful
down.
Trap.
Jason with the biggest trap of his life, trapping on clear cut. You love to see it, and it's just gonna be a near full wipe from 7 goal. It's just Reem, and he goes down, but he gets Shears before he goes down. So
they might have actually saved it.
It might actually save the round as you say that, because
Flip goes down early.
Yeah, but Flip is up. They're gonna have a little bit of heal advantage, but 7 goal is still, or rather, for Rolling90 still pretty healthy. Jason is being targeted by a soldier, but the soldier goes down. TLR is trying to get some stuff done. They're not going to do anything, but they need to get the rest of this team off of the point. It's just Reem and Flip, and he's going to go down. And then it's just Bon Kui. Bon Kui, you got to start hitting some shots, my friend. He's not going to hit anything, and he's going to go down. The time is dwindling. Blanket with a last bomb.
Blanket gets air shot, and he cannot close it out.
Nothing gets nothing. First round on the board, rolling 90. Very exciting first map. Or first round, I suppose, not first map. But I want to see more of this. I love cough action, my friends. I love it.
Reem's gonna be
pretty
faster.
Yeah, please go on.
Reem's gonna be faster in the point. The big bomb coming up from Tristan, but he's gonna get behind. He's actually gonna get the pack. He's gonna be healthy. He's gonna be able to come back in. And they don't. Ooh no. 7 goal aren't aware of this. He's on. Tristan's on. Flips just need to die. Oh, he actually gets saved. Dickers is going to take down Strom as well. But this is going to be another first mid of the round going to 7 goal.
Yeah, Strom with a absolutely, classic soldier play on clear cut. Just jumping over the bats, goes behind. The entire team just completely forgets about it. Scouts, you need to be paying attention there. Then just jumps on Shears, drops him down. The blue light special, you love to see it, my friends. And then Blanket going in for a big bomb on Shears and just picks him up. Oh, just beautiful.
But they sack 2 soldiers for it, and they end up losing Bonquique in return. So they're going to have to force here. So they're going to have to force to save their players, and that's exactly what Halal wanted. Mudkip ends up dying late, but they do have the Uber ad. And they're actually just going to go in.
Flip did get forced there, so what was an Uber ad is now an even Uber fight. But they're not really getting any frags, or all this Halal 90 players are just nowhere to be seen in this fight. All of 7 gold, totally balled up around their med. Nothing's getting close to Flip, so help them God. And Rolling 90 really has to be careful here. They're not careful at all. Shears goes down. They're gonna have to do some monk play for the med, and
Flip
they
is
do.
Dead. It's just Bonquique up right now. He's going to do what he can, and he ends up dying in the end.
This is one of the fun things about Hoth maps, or Koth maps, my friend, is there's always so much going on, and as casters, you inevitably miss half of what goes on. And so Flip goes down. Shears is going to have a slight bit of advantage. They're going to have to build this hard if they want to make it a usable advantage, but they have been building pretty well, about a 50% advantage in favor of them, but it seems, at least in this early fight, that they're not too keen on, using these advantages that they have as far as Uber ad is concerned and pushing into them. Blanket bombing in and not getting anything. Oh, but Strom.
It looks like they actually go in all of 7 goal except their medic go in.
He's too good. He picks up Shears. Shears, unfortunately, my friend, maybe this is why the company has gone bankrupt. Need be paid.
Tristan, though, he's hiding. They don't see him yet. He's straight onto. He gets the drop. He gets the drop on the Flip. What a beast play from him. That is just gonna halt any aggression that 7 goal's doing here. Bonquique actually goes down to Jason as well. Blanket's gonna die by Mudkip. Well, he actually managed to escape. No, Strom's gonna die from Mudkip, and wow, what a beast bomb from Tristan.
I'm loving these trade for trade, tit for tat plays that we're seeing from both teams. They say, "Oh, you picked up our medic? Nah, it doesn't matter because we're gonna drop your medic." +2s in the chat, everybody. I know that's already been said, but get a +2 anyway. Bonquique actually on the New Zealand shooter class. Trying to get any sort of picks that he can. He's actually gone pretty deep into this. He's moved past, and he's just going to get kind of forwarded by.
He's going to go ring around the rosy with the scout, and Frosters ends up dying for it.
They're not going to get anything, but they're just going to take this Uber fight. This is actually really good. They're going to have to get straight on to Shears. They're whiffing every shot. Every shot has not been whiffed now. The Uber is going to fade, and they're going to pick up Bonquique as well, but they're going to be careful because TLR is right on Shears, but TLR is also going to be picked up by Mudkip. So I heard you like Mudkips. I like Mudkips. I like it when Mudkips protect their med. This is what we love to see.
That's a callback to a very old meme, my friend.
That's the oldest meme that's ever been said on this channel. And you know what? We're going to have more old memes on this
I definitely want to see more of Mudkip. I definitely want to see more of him. Such a great upcoming player. He's been so well this season. And we're going to see a triple bomb coming from 7 goal straight onto the medic. Reem actually dies early. Strom takes out Jason.
Oh, Shears, so close to living, but just dies. Blanket just coming in with the big shots, taking him down.
So you see a classic 5-4-man stack or sack from on a cough map. But with 4 seconds left on the clock, they're going to need a push here. Their U's actually taking down Rolling90's players with only Mudkip and Tristan alive.
Yeah, I mean, if you're seven goal there, you want to retake that. You want to retake mid without having to use. You want to save that Uber advantage. Instead, they do get that force off, which is really good for Rolling90. But you know, now 7 goal are actually going to be. It's going to be slightly even, but you know, it was Uber at for a second. But Rolling90 at this point, this is not a bad place to be in. Yes, you only have a minute left to recap, but you also don't have any time on your board. So they can just go in, cap the point, win the round, we go to the halftime. They're going to have to be careful because both soldiers immediately going for Shears. Shears, I don't know how
Tristan
he lives.
and Shears are going to fall.
That's a lie, he doesn't live. So now if you're 7 goal, you're really in the driver's seat here, man. You've got full Uber advantage, you've got time ticking away, you've got Mudkip trying to get some sort of play, doesn't get a play. I feel like Shears, right there, my friend, you could just be baiting a little bit more. You know, because that's the play, right? You know that when you have, you know, either an advantage or you're pushing in, and the other team desperately does not want to give up the point, the first thing they're going to do is as soon as they get eyes on you, they're just going to jump at you. They're just going to mong. They're going to do everything they can to get the drop, get the force, and that's what Rolling7 is trying, or Rolling90. That's what they're trying to do. They do get the force off onto Flip, but there's only 15 seconds left on the board. RGL, they really need to make some sort of push happen, but they don't have the players, they don't have the health, they don't have the numbers, and they don't have the heals. Blanket picking up Shears, saving the round. We're tied 1-1.
What a great denial from Reem and T-Lar there at the end. That scout was trying to get on the point in the last few milliseconds, but he wasn't able to. Shout out to Bunk Weekly for getting a 5K killing spree there. But we're seeing this third mid coming in. Triz is going to bomb behind again. We're going to see Jason coming forward with his team. T-Lar takes an excellent rocket to the face.
Tristan picks up Strom behind. This is not a good position for 7 goal. And they're going to do the smart play and opt
they're
to
actually
get out.
Push. Oh, Tristan actually gets killed by Blanket, but he gets traded by Jason. And Flip's gonna be able to live, or yeah, he's gonna be able to live here. So they're gonna build for that Uber. They might end up doing a 5-man sack again, but I think they should just push through here. It's gonna be even.
Yeah, the 5-man has seemed to be the play for 7 goal. They like doing these big jumps, and it's fairly predictable as well because a lot of the Rolling90 players, you know, their combo is held up in that little shack area. So immediately, you know, they can just get into shack, and because of the way the splash damage works, they can just get rockets off. That's what they do, and they get the force. And it's just going to be
Jason's deep. He's bombing in, but they see no players. Rolling90 just going to bomb forward. They're going to get control of the map, but you know, 7 goal are just out. They're just going to try to live. Rolling90 actually just feeds.
Yeah, they don't really have to do anything. They know that the players are going to be monging for them, and they opt to just chill out instead of being like, no, we're going to wait. We know the sacks are coming, and then they're just vibing. They're just vibing in their spawn. But now they're pushing back into this mid. Tristan with a great bomb forces Flip, and Rolling90 all the way out. Just nowhere to be seen on this mid fight. So we're leapfrogging Ubers once again. So this is pretty intelligent plays by Rolling90. Now with a pretty sizable, about 50% advantage. So I expect to see. I mean, we're definitely going to see the push. That's pretty much, you know, the given. The question just is, what side are we going to see it come in from? We could maybe see a 5-man. No, they're just pushing in.
See a full team fight.
Yeah, Shears gets forced.
Out.
So this is good. 7 goal doesn't have any soldiers here, but Halal doesn't have any scouts. But Reem goes down, and they're just gonna, you know, 7 goal is just gonna come back in, rewind, you know, reel it in, give up the point, and re-push back in with a 50% advantage. So a couple leapfrogs here. Pretty exciting stuff, though. I'm vibing, man. I'm vibing. I'm loving this.
Yeah, but 7 goals definitely on the low end of this round, just because They've got a minute left to repush this. And I see Mudkip's in an interesting spot, but unfortunately that's not the way that 7 Goal's going. So he's just gonna have to distract, which Bonkuki actually does catch him out, body blocking him as well. But the force does come through, and Rolling90 are gonna get out.
It's like it's kind of like that ebb and flow, right? They push in with ad, we back out, we push back in, they back out, we push back in, and so now we're gonna see the re-push of a re-push, and the Uber comes out, and again the scouts. Oh, 7 Goals, they're just out again. Let's see this. This is why the scouts should not be able to match the medic speed, or vice versa, because you can't get punished for bad positioning, man. Valve, please fix, or at least Valve, please pay attention to the game. But now Bon Kui actually coming up on the heavy weapons class. Big poot power. I am loving this.
I am loving this. And then what you said before from the ebb and flow, it's like, it's just like water bending, right? That's the way the game flows. So we're gonna see a last-minute desperate push here.
I think the proper term is Tai Chi, by the way, but I get you.
Avatar's a great show. I had to reference it there.
Listen, Avatar, of all the American animes that are out there, like it's probably the most top tier one. As we talk about the greatest American anime that's ever existed, 7 picks up a point again. Picks up the point, but this is. RGL, they've got 50% advantage. They're entering right now with a double scout chariot. Jason followed closely behind, and they're just gonna have to use it quick. But Jason gets dropped in this Uber before it even gets started. Frosters is not picking up anything in this fight. It's gonna be difficult with that lack of area denial from the demo.
Blanket is so hurt. Blanket and Strom are so hurt, but they're gonna have to force themselves to come back into this fight. But because of the heavy, they don't need their work. They don't need to work at all for that.
Yeah, the big Russian man with his big Russian gun just laying down fire.
Also,
kaboom.
TF2 for new anime 2021. Anybody?
No. Denied. Rejected.
That's okay, my friend. Now, it looks like Tristan's actually going to try to come in here, but he's being rejected by the scouts. Just like you rejected me, Jazz.
I gotta lay down the law at some point, man.
Fair enough.
So it seems like we're just gonna see a dry fight. Jason is all alone on an island. He's getting focused incessantly. They're gonna have to take this heavy out, and they get the force out. So this will be good, but they've got to protect Jason here. They can't let their demo man, their main damage dealer, go down in this fight. Well, Blanket just goes right on him. Is he gonna get him? He does. Oh, this is so bad if you're RGL. They just needed to take out the heavy, man. As soon as the Uber's popped, focus every player that's not in the Uber. You do what we call the Rocky trade in Australia. Take it on the scout, force their Uber, get them to flash as many players as you can while you stay on the scout, and then just back out. But instead, they take the round. 7 does. So 2-1. First half, pretty exciting stuff, man. I'm enjoying this. I love these Koth maps because there's so much going on that I don't know about, and I'll look away and then it's like, oh, the med's dead. How did that happen? So what did you see in this in that first round, man?
Well, I definitely love to see the bombing soldiers. Every mid, you see those double soldier bombs coming in. At least Tristan going behind first just to get their attention. And then the other soldier comes in to do the damage, and then Tristan comes back in after he dies. It's a little bit of a bait, but in the end, they actually managed to get the mid, so it works, right?
If it's a bait but it works and you pick up the round, then it's a valid strat. So
it's all for the greater good, yeah.
That's right, for the greater good. Let's look at some logs though before we ready up. I did put logs in our Mumble channel, Mr. Producer Shears. Everybody get a I don't know, a PogChamp in the chat for our good man Shears TF. He's really doing us all a solid today. So First thing I'm noticing is Jason going huge. 556 DPM. But whatever I'm about to say doesn't matter because we've readied up for the second half.
Well, we're gonna
Ladies,
see that. We're not even gonna be able to see the logs. But from what I saw from the logs, Dicker is a scout for Rolling 90. He's gonna have almost 300 DPM, 20 and 11.
they've got good damage, but they have bad rounds, so they need to start converting that damage into frags and those frags into rounds.
Oh my
Dickers
god, Dickers
go
gets taken down
down.
early by Blanket.
Dickers with some small Dickers energy right there. Not the first time I'm gonna say some variant of that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 7 goal. Just take the round pretty quickly. Just bam bam bam, taking down Dickers, taking down Frosters, taking the point, and taking the time off of the board. So yeah, I think I think we're just gonna see, you know, the standard play. I mean, maybe not, because the Ubers are even. Shears did a really good job getting out with his life, but they're gonna have to figure out a way to sort of break this hold that 7 goal has going at the moment, because
you know, it's so late. Yeah, no, they're gonna have to. Oh, they're actually gonna push anyway. So with Tristan just coming up,
they're taking the Rocky trade. They're getting some forces out. They're getting some flashes.
Wow, that's surf.
Frosters goes down. Is that a heavy weapons guy I hear?
We're
though?
seeing a counter heavy weapons guy coming from Tristan here, but he's not in a very good position to do anything. He actually takes down Blanket. Unbelievable poop power coming in.
You love? Listen, man. I know some sixes, you know, maximalists are just like, listen, you know, it has to be fast and speed and mobility, but sometimes you just want to see the big Russian man with a big Russian gun laying down some damage. So this is really good from HalalCrips. You know, I think they've caught 7 goal off guard here, and you know, this. I mean, you can't really do anything. You can't bomb into Shears with this big Russian man who's gonna just, you know, just laser you down. Reem and TLR going down so, you know, it's gonna be 7 goal. Just gonna have to back out, and I think Tristan on the anti-aircraft gun class, you know, is gonna prevent a lot of aggression. So I think at some point, if they can't get the heavy down, they're gonna have to run the sniper, or they're just gonna have to take the dry fight, which is what they do as they Uber in through. But Shears, where is Shears? He's nowhere to be seen. He's Ubered somewhere. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's in the shack.
He's flashing so much though, just to save his players from this. Blanket is actually gonna take down Frosters, but he gets traded. Yeah, no, Rolling 90 taking a page out of 7 goals books here. It's just, you know, it works. It works.
Yeah, I mean, it's
but
a
we see
smart
Strom
strat.
is still behind. Strom, he's in a powerful position to do something with so much ground he can cover with this map.
Bro, he just vibing.
And Rolling 90's looking for him actually. They don't check this little spot.
Yeah, Bon Quiqui has come up on the sniper, so that'll be the pick class to try to pick the heavy down. Strom, he's just chilling, dude. He's just chilling behind
Tristan
enemy lines.
is hiding though. Tristan's hiding. You see he actually takes down Mudkip. What a great shot from Bon Quiqui. But they don't see the trap on Ruck. Oh, he actually died, so Reem doesn't die there. Strom is still behind. We need him to do some kind of play so that they can crunch on them.
Oh, bro, he's moving now.
Do you see the Ubers coming out? Oh, what a beautiful shot from Bon Quiqui. Takes down Frosters, but we see the Uber trades going on. Flip doesn't know what he's doing. He's running around the midpoint, trying to find someone to flash.
Strom
and he does get
finally motion in the ocean. And they pick up Tristan, they pick up Shears.
We see Mudkip actually going on. He's straight out the flip. Flip so hurt. He's less than like 2 HP. Oh my god.
I definitely saw 4 HP at the least. Maybe even 1. Flip with, I was gonna say with balls of steel, not forcing, but he actually did use. So
he did use.
Flip with balls of steels anyway. You know, not dying, just saying, listen, I am not gonna take enough damage for you to kill me, even if that's decided by the game itself. I am the master of my own fate. 5-man sack, 4-man sack, everybody monging in for Flip, but they're just getting immense. TLR and the other scout just killing, just doing the work. God,
Meat's
Flip
back on the menu, boys.
Flip's so weak, but again, just does not fear. Just does not fear. Of course, how could you fear when your scouts and the rest of your players are just doing all the work, you know, taking down any sort of sacking players? Jason goes down. Beautiful shot by Bonquiqui. It's going to be make it really difficult for the guys to push back in. They don't have that demo to provide any sort of area denial, and they're taking quite a lot of damage just trying to re-enter.
Bonquiqui actually
picks up
takes down Shears. Plus
He
2 in
picks
the
him
chat.
up, drops him down. See you later, my friend. You know, just big
Come back
wide
tomorrow,
peak
you know?
angles. Yeah, exactly. You know, sorry, sir, we're closed.
Oh
Drop
my
dead machine
god.
broke.
Bonquiqui's on a killing spree. On a sniper. What a madman. And with 2 seconds left in the round, it looks like 90 aren't going to be able to refight this. They're not going to be able to win that round. And we see the final round of this map coming in as of now.
Yeah, you just yeah, this could be the final round. You just wonder, you know, Shears was really taking these wide angles to try to arrow his players, and it's just like, you know what I learned is the players come to you, you don't go to them. Big bomb by Blanket trying to pick up Shears
Big bomb by
early on
Tristan. He's coming back in though. They see him, and it looks like Flip's gonna be able to hide here, but he's being pressured so much by Scout. He's so hurt. He's gonna die during roller.
Flip is so weak. He goes down. And now it's just going to be a Mong for Shears, and the Mong works. And now it's just going to be a raw DM fight. Jason versus Reem.
They end up
trade on
trading
the
each
point.
other. So the demos end up trading each other. It's only Blanket here in the mid against the Scout. And there's 2 soldiers. The Flip is up though. So the heals are in, except he might be caught out of position. Oh wait, Dicker's actually manages to go down. So that gives them the point.
Gives them
As
point,
long as-
gives them time, and it could very well give them the round.
So here the clock has been started, ladies and gentlemen. Mid has been capped, and with Ubers being relatively even, we might see a push soon, which we're going to see a big bomb from Tristan going behind, taking some eyes, but they're going to ignore them. They're just going to go straight into rolling 90, picking up 2 crucial picks. Strom is so hurt onto Mudkip. Mudkip's trying desperate to get out, but he's going to be traded. And Strom's going to live, but Tristan is back in. He's straight onto the medic. He gets surfed. Oh, Flip managed to live there. Almost had Uber too.
You just kind of wonder, you know, because again, maybe this is my 4 seasons of Oz Fortress experience coming out. I played a lot of 6s, ladies and gentlemen, 4 seasons, so I obviously know what I'm talking about. Sap's coming in, by the way, not managing to pick up Flip, but if you're HalalCrypts, you have to know every single time, like, this is the play. We're pushing in. They've seen us. They're gonna sack. You know, there's really just not a whole lot of denial from the scouts. You know, typically on these Koth maps, you do see the scouts doing like the hand in hand, you know, playing with the med type of play, and it doesn't really seem like that HalalCrypts are really having that as their preferred style. You know, the scouts going missing, allowing a lot of space onto their med. Uber trade does come out. Flip and Reem and Strom and Blanket all have gone down, but Shears,
including Bonquiqui. Telar is the only one left alive. He actually does get Mudkip, but he gets traded out from Frosters. So looks like the 7 gold, they just wanted to be really aggressive there with that forward hold, trying to bully them to not getting into mid. But with the Uber trade, they're gonna have to let that happen.
I am begging you, Shears, please live in a post fight. Please, God, Jesus. not to trash talk anybody, but like, come on, man. You know, just avoid the players, bro.
Tristan's back in. He's doing his classic behind. He just Flip is so hurt. 8 HP.
Surely Flip goes down. Flip
with the long range rocket.
So now again, here's the play. Shears has to be careful. There's 2 players up on the side of 7 goal. TLR and Bonquiqui, so they're probably not going to be mogging in, but he does have to be careful because, like, again, like, this is the play, right? You know, they have Uber disadvantage. Their first instinct is going to be, hey, where's Shears? Let's go kill him, bro. You know, You know, these
Now let's go in.
these scouts have to be hyper aware. You
Oh,
know, if I'm
Quickly's back
Sears,
on site.
I'd be livid. I'd be like, why do these players keep on getting on me? You know,
We are
so they
seeing a
have to.
double bump, though. We are seeing a triple bump coming back in. Bump Quickly is going to have some room to peek on Sniper here. All 3 people from the bomb are dead, and Bump Quickly is just going to be just completely destroyed. They just tore him limb for limb. They do not want him taking down Sears, so Sears is going to live with big Uber. And Rolling90, they're still going to have this cap. The clock is ticking down. We're about to see an even clock time here, and it looks like 7 Goal might go for another bomb?
But
Potentially.
Bonquiqui on the heavy weapons class. So so we're gonna see, you know, he's gonna, you know, maybe that's what Rolling Crips need to do, is just bring out the heavy again. They're gonna take this Uber exchange and they're just gonna get as many forces and as many flashes as they can. Tristan is gonna go down, but they're gonna have to focus this heavy hard. But Tristan, Mudkip both have gone down. Dickers is really low. Jason alone on an island on the point, gonna be taken down by Strom, who has ample free room all over roof. He's gonna take down Sears and Froster's.
Trying to do the best what he can with the life he has.
The last one up, not saving his med, and you know, this is going to be just another a really good fight from 7 Goal. You know, I don't want to sound like I'm hyper negative on Sears, because both teams are playing. It's a bit of a scrappy game, but both teams are really doing their best. But 7 Goal just has all the post fights are just going in their way, time after time. They get the Uber out. It's just going to be on Bonquiqui exclusively. Dickers is going to go down. Actually, he barely died, barely got out, barely didn't live. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't know how to speak English, if you guys haven't noticed.
Yeah, no, we all lose it at some point, my friend. So I was about to say I don't think that was a very good push from Rolling90, except they actually managed to force the Uber, so that's going to give him out here. But with less than 10 seconds on the clock, they need to cap this point right now. We're seeing a big bomb from Tristan, but he's going to get denied by the big poop man himself. We see some people dying from Rolling90, however, so Blanket actually gets isolated out. And Sears so low on health, he needs to play with Dickers here. Oh my god, Dickers actually gets taken down by Reem. And we see the big poop man. He's just going to completely deny that push, taking 3 kills.
And we see that first map going in the favor of 7 Goal. Honestly, man, the biggest difference I am seeing is like the scout play 7 Goal so tight. They're just like, you know, one scout has the medic's left hand and the other scout has the medic's right hand, and the demo is bringing up the rear in a good way. Whereas with 7 Goal, you know, they've got hella good DM. Like these guys are doing the best. They're doing their absolute hardest, but like it's just all these post fights are just going in the favor of Sears. You know, that last post fight, for example, the Uber fades and Froster's, you know, instead of being side by side with his med, ready to kite him out or ready to deny, you know, the inevitable Strom or blanket bomb, is focused in the heavy, man. You know, um, it's not the way Koth should be played, from the guy who has 4 seasons. So obviously, again, I know what I'm talking about. Um, it's not like I just come on here and just start talking trash and doing play-by-play. Either way, you know, so it bodes. I mean, it definitely bodes well for 7 Goal going into the second map, Gullywash. But this is the Rolling90halalcrips pick. So maybe they have some secret sauce in store. And you know what? I saw someone in the chat that with the money that you win from being first place and intermediate, you can buy an entire McNuggets meal at McDonald's. So maybe they've got that secret sauce. They want to win this game, buy the McNuggets, dip it in the sauce, and go and play main next season or something like this. I don't know.
Yeah, let's get that sauce, right? So I'm actually looking at the logs, and from the first half, you know, we saw a very dominant side of DM and kills coming from Rolling90, and it's just the complete opposite. 7 goal. It looks like they've just completely turned the table around, and we see three players from 7 goal with over 300 DPM. Bunk Week 381 top DPM up the server for that half. Great job from him. He's playing that insurance.
381.
381, playing that insurance class with a heavy.
This man is nuts. Whoever, I don't know anything about most NATF2, but someone pick this man up for your team next season, unless he's continuing on with 7 goal, in which case hands off. But yeah, looking at these logs real quick. Just Bond. I mean, it's like you said, 7 goal. Just kind of putting on a masterclass on how to play and utterly demoralize a team on a Koth map. Just getting the damage on, getting the frags. Again, I stressed it a lot on clear cut. Just the post fights. Every single post fight, I feel like, is just going in the favor of a 7 goal, right? The post fight, the Ubers come in. Oftentimes I'm seeing halalcrips. They're putting in, they're doing really good plays. They're putting in a lot of pressure. But like as soon as that post fight it comes, they almost don't really know how to play how to play around their med. I would see 7 goal. In any sort of fight, it would just be like a ball around their med of just DM players ready to kill any encroachers upon their med. Whereas 7 goal, they're just much more scattered. They're a bit more loose, which can really, I mean, that can really work out in some maps, like a 5CP map. There we go, a 5CP map. You can get away with playing loose and playing really chaosy, right? Because that can really throw off another team. But if you're playing on a Koth map, the play is always mong for the med, kill them, and then reconvene after the point. So they have to they for the second half they have to figure out how to keep the med alive. Shears going down is what's making the difference, because the DM they're matching them, except on that second half. But the first half they were matching him. The DM they're matching him, but it's just the med survivability. The med survivability, um, especially when you're playing against a team that has been unbeaten the entire season. It is what's going to be the difference. If your med survives, you win fights.
Yeah, I completely agree with your point there. From what I saw, I think the soldiers from Rolling 90 could have done a little bit more together, because Tristan was almost always behind, baiting his entire team, but he couldn't. And in the end, he couldn't actually manage to do much except for pulling their eyes behind. But like, if in the second half, if he worked together with Mudkip more, they would have actually been able to do more with being able to flank and kill the medic. As we
Well,
do. Oh,
I mean, it was 7 goals map pick, to be fair.
It was.
Thank you for reminding us, Shears. It was 7 goals map hip. So obviously, like they're used to it, right? And I know clear cut is a bit of it's a bit of an unpopular choice as far as Koth maps are concerned. I know there are a lot of people, traditionalists we'll call them, who aren't a big fan of it, but I think it plays slightly differently than how Product would play, and that you can you have a lot more space to roam around with, and then you can also like do the janky heavy plays. So it does depend, but again, this is Rolling 90 Halal Crips map pick in this series. So I'm hoping they come out and they're confident. I want to see Dickers. I want to see him take some big Dickers energy and sort of put the team on his back. Frosters needs to start pulling some plays off. Tristan Mudkip start working together, especially on these mids where soldiers are so dominant. And Jason, hit your pipes. I mean, he was hitting a lot of pipes, to be fair, but it just had to finish my point.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Every move that they make is so crucial towards the end factor, right? Well, I just wanted to read a little bit of the chat here from the warm up. Flip says, "Hi stream, I hope you're having a nice day or night, I guess." And Tristan says, "I'd like to thank my girlfriend for supporting me."
Well, we are just waiting for one of the players to get back from his mid-match piss break, and he has just gotten back from his mid-match piss break. We are going live on Gullywash, the second map in the series. 7 goal with the first map. Just needs to take this map to win, but anything can happen on a new map. Tony, take us through this first mid fight, my friend.
So it looks like Jason's actually going to go on their side, and Tristan getting the low ground control here. He's priming, he's ready to get this bomb, and he's going to bomb straight into them. He's going to take a... Shears actually dies to blanket, but he's going to get 3 players. Tristan, oh my god, what a play. And this mid goes straight to Rolling90, just as, you know, we predicted from their Mac pick. Wow. Kind of a scattered fight at the start, but it all culminated together with Rolling90 spamming the heck out of their 7 goals choke. And it looks like since everyone's dead, and they just spawned, I think they're just gonna try to roll a bit here.
Yeah.
But Jason's gonna set up.
It is going to be an even Ubers fight because both meds did go down, but you know, if you lose the first map, coming in the second map and just wiping, you know, it's a pretty good way, you know, to start the map off, and hopefully that'll give them a little bit of confidence. We are just seeing no off classes set up, so they're just fully expecting to take a standard cookie cutter fight. But
there
now
was actually off classes though. They did have a sniper and an engineer, but they called that one off.
Well, now they got Bon Queeky trying to find an angle. He is on the New Zealand point and shoot clicky class, the sniper as they also call it. Clicking heads. Is that a pause?
Did we see a pause coming in?
I think a pause. So for the viewers who don't know, a pause is actually because an STV works on a 90-second delay. A pause typically means that something's happened in about 90 seconds that we're going to find out about. So it could be a tactical pause. It could be
PP break number 2.
Yeah, PP break number 2. It could be a mental thing, right? You know, I know there are some teams. One of my mentors in Oz Fortress says that he told me his team used to just pause mid-fight just to piss teams off. You know, because it's legal. It's a legal strat.
It's the psychology of the game. Yeah, it's psychology. I think for my team, for our playoffs match of the first week that we ended up losing, unfortunately, was that we had 6 pauses total, I think, and it was like the match was dragging on for so long. We just wanted to end the game already, and when it was even, and it works. I mean, the psychological warfare, right? It works.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it. I'm a big proponent of taking every advantage that you can get. Right? You know, it's a momentum game, but it's also like a mental game as much as it is a tactical game. So it's tactics, momentum, and mentality. And if you can start winning on at least you know, the mental side of the game, you know, that can really start snowballing and get everybody to mess up in the other parts of the game as well. So, you know, but again, like I said, we'll find out what the pause is about because there is that 90-second delay. So you know, we'll just see how everything pans out. You know, just looking at this setup though, it seems Halal, they are going to be pushing. They're pushing in from river. They're going to know that sniper's up. So they're going to have to figure out how to take Bon Queequee out. I think the most important thing is that you know, they're just going to have to figure out a way to break the stalemate. You know, are they going to take a dry fight? Dry fights are certainly very effective, especially when there is that lack of that one scout on the side of 7 goal. But you know, I kind of am very skeptical of these post Uber fights from Halalcrips. They're really gonna have to take. They're just gonna have to be careful, man. As soon as Shears goes down, or as soon as that post fight is initiated, they're gonna have to know where Shears is, and they're gonna have to play around him very tightly.
I agree. I actually like the positioning that Tristan's in here because no one on 7 goals seen him yet. So if he can, after this pause, and just sneak into secret, with the at least half of a full buff, he can. I'm pretty sure he can, do something pretty spectacular.
And one thing to note too, I'm not sure how much of a difference it is going to make, especially at these low levels where teams often don't push off of 10% advantages. Is there is a 10% advantage on the side of Shears. Is he running what's that busted unlock for the medic?
The statue
The,
head,
the
the
solemn
solemn
vow.
vow.
He is running. I don't know if he's running the solemn vow, but if he is running the solemn vow, quick peek. The med doesn't have Uber.
He is
Go
running the
in.
solemn vow. So Sears is actually running the solemn vow.
Shears is running the solemn vow, confirmed. So he could do a quick peek. Oh, they don't have Uber. Let's take the fight. So we'll I don't know. We'll see. So tell me, Tony, what do you think of Gullywash as just a map in general? I love Gullywash personally, but I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it.
Gullywash is actually my worst map, believe it or not. As a roamer, I don't usually like to play it just because it's so, except for mids and second pushes, it's such a tight, enclosed map where you don't really have a lot of space to do anything with. That's just my opinion, though. I'm pretty sure anybody else in chat is going to disagree with me and call me a bad player, but oh, we actually do see the pause coming back, so the game is live. And Tristan's going to go down by blanket.
I have to reload my HUD. Keep talking while I HUD reload scheme.
All right, so the 10% ad that Rolling90 had is now gone. They're just going to chill. Since Tristan is dead, they're down 1, and they're not going to be able to push here, so... Strom's actually behind. He's straight into River. He's straight into the medic. He actually gets the force on the Sears. He's going to end up dying for it, but that's going to force Rolling90 to play passive here. What a great flank from 7 there. Reem actually takes up a kill as well. He gets mudkip. And that forces Rolling90 to go back into choke and build. But Tristan is in the funny spot above River. Jason's trying to bait something. Actually,
oh, there's a back
Dickers
cap.
Goes into back cap. What a mad lad.
Big Dickers doing the Greg play, hitting up the back cap. You love to see it. I remember last season, Open Grand Finals, I saw 3 back caps. And I loved it. And I know you didn't because you lost, but I loved it. I love back caps, and Gullywash is the back cap map to take them all. On this mid fight, we're just going to see both teams kind of playing patient. 7GOL actually has not even entered mid. They stuck in big door.
Oh, we're seeing another pause coming from 7GOL actually.
This is where they would have paused for some reason.
Actually, but they don't pause.
Well, that, again, STV, 90-second delay. That's why that happened. A player had disconnected. They've actually swapped players. Menlo has come for whoever the other player was, so this is gonna be halalcrips trying to push into second here. With 2 players down though, they're gonna have to play this really carefully. Tristan gets the force out of flip, so that's gonna be really good for them. And they're just gonna have to be careful and sort of kite this as the best that they can. They've kited brilliantly. Is Blanket and Strom both monging for the med, and they're gonna get the force out. They're gonna have to clean up both of these players, but 7GOL taking height, postured up on second point. And it's just going to be Frosters feeding for fun. Yes, feeding for fun. Jason's going to go down, but Flip goes down. Jason.
Wow, Reem takes down 2 people here. Tristan's actually going to, he's hiding. He's going to come back in. He's going to take him down by bonk quickly. But Reem and Teelar die to Dickers. Big dick energy from Dickers taking down 2 players there. That's going to kind of halt this, but Tristan and Bunkweeper are still alive, so they're going to be able to cap this mid. But, that doesn't stop the forwards coming out for the entirety of Rolling90. They're just going to bully them back out. Say, now, if this point is mine, you are not taking this. We are going to win the round again.
Yeah, well, it's an even Uber's fight, and they're pushing right back into second. They've scared them all out, and they've taken a lot of height here. They've taken a lot of positioning. So, again, Rolling90 doing exceptionally well. to take these points. They're doing, like I said, they're doing very well. But they're gonna have to keep with this momentum, man. Again, it's a momentum game. They've got the swing in their favor. They're gonna have to take the point. But again, now it's just an even Uber setup. Menlo is on the sniper. Who did he replace? He replaced some player. Doesn't matter. Bon Kwee gone out of sight. Now we have Menlo doing some point and shoot class. Tristan is going to go down from big pipe from Reem, and that's going to halt any sort of aggression from Rolling90. They're just going to chill out in river and just posture up. Menlo, a big pick on Frosters. That's going to be what 7 goals need to re-enter and start re-aggressing. And Rolling90 just looks like they're going to take this exchange. It's Mudkip really aggressive, but Shears has baited him entirely. He's going to go down. He's going to get forced, and he's only going to have one player with him. It's going to be Dickers. It is going to be a favorable Uber for Rolling90, but Dickers is going to go down as well. Shears dropping 2 players before the exchange started and after the exchange ends, and they're just Rolling90 going to have to back out of second.
Yeah, no, Dicker's trying to get something done just because he knows that he needs to get something from that Uber exchange. He doesn't, so he gets baited into the rest of red team.
But they do pick up Reem. This is a really good pick that's going to allow them to walk in without any sort of aggression, but the aggression has not come fast enough. Reem does spawn up, so we're just going to see a bit of a reset. Mudkip goes down, TLR goes down as well, so we're seeing frags exchange all over the place, and the Uber does come out in lobby, but Frosters
Dickers just back up for the back cap. They send the entire team back for the back cap.
Completely behind.
Oh my god.
Completely behind. 2 back caps. Well, I guess it's not a back cap. It kind of is.
Well, yes, but what a bad play from 7 goal. They just 2 players down. They decided to just go for it anyway.
As someone in the chat says, poverty exchange. Yes, it's not an exchange if the other team doesn't use. Big bombs in immediately. Tristan going down, trying to get flipped, and now Shears. You gotta see it. Please survive here, man. He's really weak. He's 44 health. You're seeing bombs, you're seeing aggression all over the place. Menlo coming in from elbow, just picks up Shears. This is the type of response that 7 goal needs with a full wipe on mid. Oh, the only casualty on their side being Blanket. And they're just going to opt. They're just running straight into lobby. They want to deny any sort of spawners. Reem going to be denying some crit heals. Doing really well.
Jason actually ends up dying from Strong for that spam rocket.
Jason going limp, actually, not going huge. The opposite of going huge. Uber is out. TLR gonna get on the point. It's just Frosters and Shears. Shears can't do anything at this point. A quick round, quick response from the boys from 7 goal. Exactly the type of response you need. And another mid fight, 2-1 in the favor of Rolling90, but momentum is finicky, and a funny thing can shift at a moment's notice. We're going to see the next mid fight start opening up. No real big bombs as yet. Strom is lurking in under, but really it's not a whole lot of frags. But Strom, he gets Shears again. Nobody checking drop down.
He actually chased Jason as well. And he's put so much damage to Rolling90. They're just going to be able to clean them up with the scouts. And what another wipe!
Strom.
This might be another fast round.
With putting the team on his back, Reem going in under in lower main on last already, getting some stickies off, going to be denying the crit heals, and with a ×2 on the cap with a full Uber advantage for a 7 goal. This is the position. I mean, dropping 2 rounds, 2 back caps as well. You really want to start, kind of putting the aggression on. So they're just going to use the Uber straight in. It's going to be the demo, but Froster's doing a really good job denying this. Reem is going to go down. Frosters does go down as well. And now the post fight has been initiated. Shears goes
is down though, however, and the big boot man is down as well. Just up to Tristan to win, and he doesn't. That puts another fast round onto the board from 7 goal, tied 2-2. Man, it's such a classic. Once 7 goal gets the 2 rounds, they just keep going. 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 They just keep It happens so often on this map where one team is just completely wiped and it's just a fast cap from second to last. Well, that's another mid.
Call it the quick fire double. I don't know why you call it that. Either way, third mid fight in 5 minutes, just full on aggression from HalalCrips, doing everything that they can. Shears is super weak, but Shears goes down, dying from a big blanket bomb, big blanket rocket. He bombed previously. You get what I'm saying. But they're gonna wipe all the 7 goals. So, very, just. I feel like every mid-fight has just been a wipe for one team or another. This is where we see lower league TF2 start to get interesting, because once the momentum goes in one team's favor, it gets really scrappy, it gets really
Mudkip's
messy.
on the point, he's actually going to start the cap.
Oh, Mudkip trying.
He puts so much time on the cap, this is going to give so much room.
If he had the pain train...
if he had the pain train,
if he had the pain train, he would have won that round. Just be would have been 3 scrappy back cap or 3 last caps, in very scrappy fashion. But
we do see a big poop man coming from the 7 gold, just defending as much as they can.
And Mudkip,
they decide not to push though. They decide not to push
on the spy class, which is, listen, I love spy classes because listen, people be like, nah, I'm gonna come up sniper. Like that's boring. I'm gonna fall asleep watching this. Spy, on the other hand,
resident sleeper,
exciting, right? Yeah, it's sniper plays to break a stalemate is like the resident sleeper class. Spy plays, I mean, maybe not when they're running the cloak and dagger.
Froster's managed to sneak into lower. He's gonna start the cap again, and they can't do anything about it.
2x. And Froster's actually does get out with a lot of cap time on the board.
That's perfect distraction that they needed. Mudkip's gonna uncloak here. He's gonna straight onto the big poop man. He gets him. Oh, he almost gets Jason as well. Or Reem, yes. Sorry, he almost gets Reem as well. But what a huge play coming from Mudkip there. Getting the insurance class
but now
onto...
Now the aggression comes out, the Uber comes out, and they haven't gotten anything as of yet. Jason and Froster's under the point, trying to take care of some players. They take out Blanket. The point has been trapped, but Jason does go down, so the point is no longer trapped. So now it's even players, but the player, oh my god.
Shears is alone though, however, Shears is still in river here.
Mudkip goes down.
Sean is in. Shears actually takes down Flip with an arrow.
Oh my god.
Bye medic.
That's right. Says bye. I was gonna make some sort, what's that, Backstreet Boys? Shears lives is like the most important thing. I think it's like the first time that's happened. I feel bad. I hate to denigrate other medic players, but
Shears
whatever.
Living. Can we get a let's go in the chat?
Let's go!
Let's go! And there goes my voice for the night. However, Tristan is in. He's right above Baby Door. He's doing a classic, but 7 gold. They don't want to push. They just want to wait for them to come in.
They can't push. They got full. I mean, Shears has at least 40% advantage at this point.
Oh
Dickers
my,
does go
what a
down.
Great
big
trap
chat
from Reem. Dickers trying to bite too much.
So the Uber does come in. They're just gonna take this straight in. Flip goes down. That's gonna nullify.
From Jason.
Jason goes down. They're getting into these good positions, but they're not following up on the good position advantages that they get. Shears is gonna stay alive though. I hope. He's all alone in river.
Oh no.
He's TLR.
At that point I think I'd just kill bind.
Yep, TLR taking down Shears, giving his team the Uber advantage and giving his team time to come into second. So this is this will be good for 7 goal. Just going in with the advantages. My brain stopped working. I've had too much coffee today, but yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Tristan doing an interesting spot. He's at 10 health. If Tristan messed that up anymore, he would have cratered. So we are seeing a classic stalemate.
All right. Sorry, had to check something real quick. Um, yeah, so yeah, it is another stalemate. The Ubers have evened out, so they've been building pretty bloody well here at this point, but you sort of wonder what the play is to break this stalemate, because we're seeing the classic goalie. Goalie's always an interesting map because there's two chokes. You've got choke and then you got big door. But there's a lot of pressure being applied big door. The entire combo for RGL has rotated, but with Tristan being taken down by TLR, they're just going to rotate back. They're going to have to be careful though because Jason is all alone on his own in the choke. They've decided just to back off a little bit. But Blanket coming up from drop down, he's right on Shears.
He
Shears
gets the
with
force.
a great surf and a great force from Blanket. But
Blanket almost taking down the scout there. But that's gonna be full Uber ad for 7 goal. But you don't see Mudkip, he's going off drop down, but he walks over those stickies from Jason. Jason or Reams, he could have just dead on him, but he doesn't.
They've dropped 4 players in this, and they've gotten the Forest Frosters going on, the big back wrap around the world play to get the force out, but it's just Jason. Jason's all alone in lobby. But this is good. I mean, that's a good play from RGL, getting the force, somehow winning that fight despite having their Uber forced out of them, and now pushing into last with Uber advantage. But they're going to have to build really well here because their Uber advantage is dwindling by the minute. TLR making sure his med builds super fast jellyfish style stuff. Gorillas fans, anyone? Hopefully not. Gorillas suck. Okay,
no, I
Shears
understand
is a Gorillas fan, but I already said Gorillas suck. I don't actually mean half the stuff I say. I just say it. Anyways, not full Uber advantage, but Uber advantage going to be coming out soon. Jason jumping in straight on to Flip, takes down Flip. Big stickies, and they've picked up 3 in this exchange so far. The Ubers have faded. They're going to have to just pick off the rest of the players. It's just Drum on the point, but bada bing, bada boom. 3-2 in favor of RGL90halalcrips, taking it in to the half. You love to see it. Really the response they needed after dropping that map on Clear Cut. So, going into the half up 3-2, but 7G certainly not out of this game yet. We very clearly saw if they get that mid, they get the round, because those 2 rounds were in quick succession.
Yeah, it's such a powerful mid coming out from them. They just press W into the entire enemy team, and they just end up mulching them. But I think 7 gold, they just don't know what to do. They end up just being on the the later half of Rolling90's aggression, and they don't know how to deal with it, and they feel that pressure. But with their first map up, I think they should be completely fine with, even if they lose this best of 2 here.
Yeah.
I think it's okay, just because they still have that 1 up, and the next map might be a better choice for them.
Well, we'll have some look at some logs. Hopefully we have the wrong logs up on the screen. Shears. Correct logs are up now, I have been told.
Completely denied.
So it seems, I mean, as far as like raw damage numbers are concerned, 7 goal are they're putting out more damage, they're getting more frags. But Rolling90 just sort of playing maybe a little bit more intelligently, recognizing when you can go for the back cap. Froster's getting 1 back cap, and then a absolute just poverty exchange taken in the lobby where RGL didn't even exchange. They just said, we're just going to go behind and capping the point. But that last push that they had, very, very well taken, and managed to pick up the round. But we saw in Clear Cut, we saw on this map as well, the power, the ability of the 7 goal players to come in and just wreak havoc on the other team. And certainly their DM is still quite there. So we'll see how this next map plays out. I'm very interested to see how this quick swap from Mr. Bon Kwikwi to Mr. Menlo is going to play out. Menlo did go pretty
22
huge.
and 3?
22
Is
and
that accurate?
3.
Is that accurate?
Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes the logs are a bit scuffed. If he did, he had a full at least 33% of his team's frags. So so it could very well be the deciding factor. But Bon Kwikwi actually has returned. Maybe his internet had taken a crap on him. Who knows? But I mean, this is again, as I said earlier, what I like about these lower league games is at some point the games become a bit scrappy. It's not as like tight and refined as an invite game would be. Froyo wins again. Lol, falling asleep here. So we'll, I think we're in for a ripper of a second half. And I think 7 goal is still pretty well clear. The better team, but Halalcrips are also, they're playing smart, they're playing intelligently, they're taking the fights that they need to take. They're managing to win fights that they really have no business winning at times, like that Uber exchange on mid where they managed to pick up like three or four players. So who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you saying that. 7 goal is definitely the better team in terms of raw power and VM and players. But, Rolling 90 trying to, use whatever they can to gain the upper hand, that little edge off of 7 goal. Both teams are, they're pretty equal actually. They're both really good, and hence why they're first and second place in the season. But never mind that. We're going to see both teams running up. So we're going to see the second half starting on the second map. Let's see how this goes.
Could very well be the last ready up of the night. This is 7 goal versus Rolling90halalcrips, and we are going to watch this mid fight play out. Both teams kind of both demos relatively the same speed to mid. Strom immediately on their side. Blanket immediately also on their side. And he's going to
Shears
pick up
goes down.
Shears. Oh, somebody's dead, and it's the med. And it's just Jason left up, and he's just going to be out, man. He doesn't want anything to do with this mid fight anymore. So that's that aggression for 7 goal, man. They once they get that advantage, they snowball it into more advantages, and they're just showing their ability to pick up the med. They don't even have to let go. They're just like, I think today I'm gonna pick the med, and then they do. So they're gonna have full Uber advantage going into this last point. We are seeing Frosters and Dickers up on the Pyro and the Heavy Weapons class respectively, but they're gonna have to play this really smart and play this, play it really tight, because having this full Uber disadvantage is especially on goalie, which is such a funny last. It can very easily just be turned against you. And they're going to come in through Shutter, but Froster's
is going to completely deny that Uber. He's going to be taking... he actually doesn't die. He does die.
Blast, big arrow. They've rotated sides. This post-fight is now out. Sears...
Flip's just going to go in. He's just going to try to help his team as much as he can. But big pipes coming out from Jason. Just 1, 2, 3 quick and easy picks. And that's a failed attempt from 7-goal to push, but that's just going to give enough room for Rolling 90 to get second here. We do see a lot of players, including the medic, getting forward spawn, so it looks like 7-goal are going to be able to hold mid, but at a Uber disad, I believe, or is it the same? I'm not too sure.
It's a big Uber
disad. Big disad, okay. Oh, Bon Kwikwi is back actually.
Welcome back, Bon Kwikwi. But yeah, big Uber disad. I think if you're 7-goal to play, just just get out. Oh, but as I say that,
Blanket drop Sears, no!
Keep getting away with this.
And Strom
with the drop.
Strom gets out too, so that's gonna be so good for 7-goal here. They lost their players, but they're like, we're fine. We're gonna give you mid. It's okay. We got your medic. We're just gonna reaggress and bully you out.
Mudkip Jewing in drop down.
We've seen this play before.
Is that the term that you guys use in NA? Jewing as in hiding? Whatever, I'm gonna use it.
I don't know, Jazz, but he actually Strom's gonna go down and drop down too. He actually kills Mudkip. Oh no. Reem takes down Frosters. We're gonna see the Uber coming out, and Reem is just gonna go so deep into them. Sears so hurt. He gets the pack. He manages to get out. But Blanket says, no, no, you are not living again. He takes down Sears. Blanket, oh my lord. But we are seeing the back cap.
But
though.
the
Dicker's
back
on the back
cap.
cap. It does get stopped. Dicker's still alive, trying to do something, but Strom takes him down. That might have been just such a bad situation for a 7-goal, but we managed to cut that off. And we see a bomb coming out from Tristan, but gets nothing done. So Mudkip and Sears, along with the scout and the demo, are just going to be left on second here. But they actually, oh my god, 7-goal is going to push through Big Door. They're just going to say, no, 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 you are not holding second. Frost just gets taken down by Strom. Mudkip's so hurt in River, he's going to get pinched. He actually gets Mudkip. Mudkip actually gets Blanket though. With 2 players down, they're going to have to, you know, clench their teeth. Hold as much as they can.
Squeaky bum time, guys. Squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum time. We're going to see Dickers in the big boy class. Big heavy weapons, man. Big buff from him. Big Uber potentially, but I don't think Sears is going to have enough time to get that.
Did you guys really unban the scored shot? Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my god.
Oh, nasty. Mudkip's going to go in.
Completely forgot about that.
The
Sorry,
Uber
go on,
does come out, and oh, actually, Shears does get the Uber, so it's gonna be an even exchange here. Dickers is on the point. He's got like 50 million stickies on him though. Bump Week was in. He does get caught out. No, he's
Ron quickly doing his best.
Strom in
doing
water.
his best. But it's just TLR. They're trying to get anything that they can. It's just Reem though. Reem dead, and then I'm sure there's some other players hiding around the place.
Flip's just gonna get out. He's gonna go back into his team. It's only him and Blanket though.
Big shout out to Team Fortress TV with the raid party of 89. You are tuned in to the intermediate grand final. This is map 2, by the way. 7-goal versus Rolling90halalcrips, with 7-goal picking up the first map. So we're gonna see this aggression into mid. Sears somehow went down to big low health. Don't know how. Mudkip does go down, but they're just going to take this point for free. But the Ubers are even at this point. TLR trying to get something.
Trying to get in.
But he picks up Jason. Or no, the Bonquigi picks up Jason. But close enough. So Jason goes down. And it's just gonna be Halal Crips. They're just gonna take this fight. They're gonna Uber in, just try to get all the flashes that they can. But at this point, it's all for naught. They're gonna have to back out of choke. And 7-goal are just going to continue this aggression into choke, but decide, no, maybe not. Maybe we'll just reconsolidate, get on the midpoint, just chill out a little bit, you know, spam out. But Dickers
big dicking his way through mid actually, but he gets shut down by T-Lar. Blanket actually dies to Mudkip.
Ooh, Mudkip doing his best, but his best is not enough. So I heard you like Mudkips. I like Mudkips, but I like seeing frags even more. And so Jason is all alone in river. He was kind of shown out for a little bit. Opposite just jumped right back in, and this is going to be Uber disadvantage on their last. Again, we're seeing these situations that Rolling90 are finding themselves in. They're gonna have to either build, or they're gonna have to pull every card out of the hat, every trick in the book to hold this last point. Fortunately, it's even Uber, so you know, it should be quite easy to hold. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened in this game.
Blanket actually wants to take this fight onto Launchpad, but he's going to be forced out, unfortunately. Strom's so weak. He's going to get almost pistoled down, but ends up living in the end. We're just going to see a Pyro class, not the heavy weapons ban anymore. But yeah, with the score still 0-0 and, you know, almost 10 minutes off the clock, Rolling90 and got to get something done here if they want to clutch this out quick. Or 7-goal, they're just going to have to push. We see Bonqui actually on the point. He's going to start the cap. He's going to bait so many players onto that, the demo spam, but they're not going to be able to get anything done. They're just going to say, okay, we're just going to back up a bit. We just fed a player.
Well, Tristan goes in for the sack into river, gets picked up by TLR pretty handily. TLR on a 3-kill streak, pretty impressive. Let's be honest.
He's on a 4-kill streak.
A 4-kill streak. My apologies. Bon Quiqui actually, in an effort to break the stalemate, is coming up on the sniper class, going lower main, trying to find Shears. Will he find him? Shears is pretty decently hidden near the small health pack, and he's just going to be found out. Bon Quiqui forced to rotate up to river to find his next headshot angle. But again, Shears, pretty well hidden at the moment. Doesn't want any sort of angle for Bon Quiqui on him. Bon Quiqui trying to get some pressure.
Almost takes down that pyroclast. Unfortunate. But yeah, with oh my god, Bon Quiqui actually takes down Shears. Click, click, boom, boom, pow, pow. There goes your medic once again. We're gonna see the Uber coming out from 7 Goal. It's gonna be, they're just, you know, it's Rolling90 just gonna get back into their spawn, trying to do as much as they can to hold this point out. The Dicker's on like 2 HP, gets taken down by Reem. And Shears left alive, dies again from Bon Quiqui. Oh my god, what a god shot.
Breaks the stalemate. Breaks the stalemate with a big headshot. Helps secure the round. 3-3 on the board. On to the next mid fight. Take us away, Tony.
Wow, so we're gonna see. I'm still reeling from that. That was amazing. But we're just gonna see another very aggressive mid Rolling90. But 7 Gold, they're just gonna clench them together with, and like, you know, like a crab or a lobster. I don't know what I'm trying to do there.
Throw them in the steamer, and then
like Jazz is. They're just gonna.
That's all right. It happens. You throw them in the steamer.
Oh my lord.
Take them out, crack open the claws, and get the delicious meat inside. 7 Goal.
I love that analogy. You just took what I was trying to say, and you made it 1,000 times better, my friend.
I can pick up what you put down pretty easily sometimes, and some other times I do a piss poor job at it.
Oh, actually, I'm loving what to see here. Mudkip's on the brass piece poot. You know, as my friend Dan in the Third Dimension likes to play his heavy. Brass piece is such a good weapon for holding.
Well, I mean, at this point, you know, having dropped that round, you really have to pull out every trick that you can, and the brass piece with the sentry, with the pyro, is
Reem just goes flying.
Reem just got destroyed.
Anti-aircraft, man.
So now is going to be pretty good advantage for the boys of Halal, and they're going to take a scout into River Frosters. I keep on wanting to call them Fosters, like the beer, but whatever. Trying to get some aggression in River, backed up by Mudkip, and they've managed to push out 7 Goal out of River, close to choke. But it's only them 3 at the moment. Strom, he's just driving on the med, and Frosters just, why the hell do you guys keep on leaving Shears? Sorry, just Shears left alone on an island, forced by Strom. A big play from him. Maybe you gotta be wondering what Frosters was doing, just abandoning his med. Haven't seen that before this game. So
no surprise there, yeah.
So
we're
now
just gonna see another big poot man. Oh, actually, might not be. He's gonna switch back off. Oh no, he went brass beast actually. So instead, we're gonna see the brass beast and the pyro hanging out on that pipe. Their insurance class is coming in. They're just gonna turtle down. But we're seeing all 6 players, or all 5 players coming into River from 7 Goal. Bon Quiqui is just hiding in Baby Door here. He's gonna go through secret. He might be actually get something done here. Strom in water.
Got some time on the board. Shears goes down.
They're not stopping it actually, but they bait the point. Everyone from Rolling90 is dead, and that is a round.
And how the turntables turn. And now it's 4-3 in the favor of 7 Goal. We're at match point.
This could potentially be the last mid, everybody.
The decider there was Frosters leaving his med out to dry again. And so again, we're seeing another mid fight. Big bomb by Mudkip immediately onto Reem, gets cleaned up. Tristan doing work as well. Both scouts
But
on
Strom's
the med.
onto the medic. Both soldiers onto Shears. Shears is so hurt. He's trying to dodge those rockets as best he can. And he
doing a
does end up
masterclass.
living in the end. Blanket still, though, under that drop down. He's waiting for Shears to come back. But he gets taken down.
Cleaned up, picked off, thrown in the grinder. Full wipe on the side of 7 Goal. RGL, this is the type of response you need. You need to pick up this round quick and easily, and then just hope you can get one more round. But they really have to do a better job at protecting the med. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'll probably say it a couple more times in the cast as well. So now full Uber advantage, and just trying to figure out where they're going to push in from. A lot of the players are in River, so we could see another River class, but they're pushing in against TLR on the heavy and Strom on the
I don't know if they've seen that.
Pyro.
They've seen 2 players go down River. They actually bait Bonquiqui. So hurt Bonquiqui. The Uber comes out. It's been.
But there's a 3x on the point.
Oh my lord, they get it!
And we have a tied game. 4-4 match point for both teams. You know what, I'm kind of in the swing of things. I'm in the zone. I am vibing. I want to see a third map. Hello, please take this
I am
map, man.
so in the zone that I get pushed out of the zone and you just pull me right back in sometimes. But we're going to see another aggressive mid coming from 7 Gold. They're just going to double bomb their soldiers straight onto blue side. Sears so hurt. He's hurt in elbow, but they get the picks.
He's alive. He's alive!
He's alive! And Flip is also alive.
He survives the mid, but Flip and TLR do get out, so that'll be. I mean, that's going to be good for 7 Goal.
But that's it. They can't hold though. They can't hold second here. They're just gonna have to hold last again. To no one's surprise, we're just gonna see a long last hold with 15 minutes on the clock, though.
Given the fact that like both meds have been dying every single mid fight, and given the fact that I'm maybe a bit too harshly ragging on Shears for dying a whole lot, you know what? You get excited, you know. So now we're going to see an even Uber situation. Bonquiqui is on the sniper, TLR on the heavy as well. So this is the hold that they have to push into, and they're opting to take this river. Tristan goes to go down, but Bonquiqui's pretty weak. He's going to get healed up. But that lack of Tristan in this push is going to halt any sort of aggression. Frosters is under the point, baiting cap a little bit, gets a bit of cap time. It's about halfway capped, but not enough for the rest of the team to commit. So they're going to be chilling out in River, and I think 7 Goal, they're pushing out a little bit. They're pushing out.
TLR is actually just gonna. I was expecting to see the heavy push out there. I was expecting to see him push out, but he says no, I'm just gonna go back and play scout. We do
Blanket drops him!
Oh my god, Blanket! Beast Blanket!
Scouts! I'm crying. The inner med main in me is in tears. I'm crying in the club for real right now. Shears with...
my god.
I don't want to... For those keeping track at home, because I'm not, that's at least his second or third drop of the game. So this is good for 7 Goal. Just, again, big Uber advantage. Or not big Uber advantage, it's only like 15% Uber advantage, but they have heals on mid. Dickers is down as well. So this is just going to be a free mid cap for the side of 7 Goal. And, yeah, just RGL, just like somehow allowing that pressure on to the med. Real sad boy hours in the chat if you are someone who likes seeing meds survive on these points.
Speaking of meds and surviving, as well as sad boy hours, they want us to interview Shears after the game. I don't know if you'd be up for that. But we are going to see... Oh, wow. Flip just gets launched into the air by those stickies, but the Uber is going to come out. They're going to try to push their way through, but with nothing much going on, Bonquiqui actually takes down Dickers.
But Shears
gets contained by TLR. Shears is just going to get forced.
Such small health, but they don't have players, and they're so far committed into second.
Shears needs to get out. He's going to find his soldier. Strom's going to go down.
That's one of the... That's one of them clinch your butthole type of moments, man. You know,
TLR says, no, you must die. You must die, Shears. But he actually says, no, I'm gonna go back.
He smells blood in the water, man. It's 7 Goal. They want to end this now. They're like, we want to win this game, but they They haven't pushed further. They are going to be pushing in to the brass piece heavy, the superior heavy minigun, by the way, everyone, and a the pyro with the squirt shot. Ah, disgusting. You hate to see it. Ban squirt shot, by the way. Excuse me. Anyway,
Valve, please,
so
please just
now
remove
the
it from the
Uber
game.
comes out, double scout Uber chariot. TLR starting to bait the cap a little bit, but
Flip is
he
cut out,
is.
actually. He gets taken down. Sears is just going to keep the beam entirely on his heavy, but there's so much cap time on 7 Goal's side. The soldiers are so hurt.
Oh,
Oh
but
my god, they do it! They do it!
Bada bing,
GG in the chat, everybody.
bada boom. Your intermediate grand champions for RGL season 3 is 7 Goal, going undefeated the entire season, not dropping a map in the series as well. I think they might have dropped a map in playoff,
I
but
think they
that
dropped
doesn't
the
matter
one map.
because they, I mean, as for all intents and purposes, undefeated, uh, and they deservedly, having just watched this game, are your grand champions. Halal Rolling90 halalcrips, a second place, valiantly fought, but the speed, the ability, and the med survivability of 7 Goal is just too much. GG's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Emotes only. Let's get some Pog Champs going. Pog Champ, there's my contribution. We'll have a look at some logs, and hopefully we can get some interviews going, because I do want to talk to the winners. I know people are asking for the Sears interview. Maybe we'll see what we can do. But beyond that, 7 Goal, taking the dub, taking the win, taking the victory. What did you just say, Sears? Cheers.
Shears.
Shears says he does not trust IM players, which is probably a good point. Zoomer brain, you know,
I'd still
sometimes it
like to
happens.
see it though. I'd still like to talk to at least one person from 7 Goal and one person from Rolling90. But what a great, what a great grand finals match. We saw such a dominant side of 7 Goal on Clear Cut, but wow, I'm at a loss for words, actually. Rolling90 coming back and the Gullywash. I was really hoping for a third map, really was, but unfortunately, just because Sears has unfortunately perished so many
To be
times.
fair, that last push that they had on that even Ubers exchange was actually really well played. They managed to pick players off, and the rest of the players, they just said, "Ah, no, back to spawn for you," and then they just put a 3x on the cap and won the game. But that's not, I mean, that's not to diminish the contributions and the effort that Rolling90 put in. I know I've been ragging on Sears the entire chat, on the entire cast, but as a medic main, sometimes I gotta be a little bit harsh. That's what they pay me for here on Team Fortress TV. Uh, you know, I mean, but they played smart. They had a lot of really intelligent plays. Those back caps that they did were they were they were good. They certainly, on a different day with um maybe just a bit more team cohesion and a bit more tight play, I could have seen this definitely going to a third map. I mean, 5-4, like we're inches away. So close we could just sneeze on it. Give the third map coronavirus. You know, but unfortunately, that is the way the book reads. Again, 7 Goal, taking the dub, taking the win. Let's look at some logs. I don't know if we have a log combiner. I don't know how you do that, but we'll look at the second half logs anyway. As far as kills are concerned, 7 Goal just with a clear frag advantage, 70 to 45, doing about 4,000 points more damage. Um, but Sears 3 drops. That's kind of painful. Ooh, that hurts me. And then as far as raw damage, I mean, Reem going huge. Mudkip also doing a lot of work, a lot of damage. Unfortunately, his team maybe not able to follow up on the work that he was doing. TLR going exceptionally huge as well, 19 and 6. Blanket and Strom doing playing their hearts out, and then Bonquiqui, doing very well. I mean, I think at the end of the day is the I think the match was just decided on the med survivability. That was really the difference maker. Unfortunately, Sears, just not playing as well as Flip did. Flip playing very well, by the way. Um, so it really do be like that, ladies and gentlemen. It really do be like that.
It is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. But yeah, no, great game from both sides. I agree with you with the med survivability tends to happen in most games, most scenarios. Just depends on if the medic is alive or not. But honestly,
turns
Sears
turns
though,
out having heals is really important.
it is really important. It is really important. I just wanted to elaborate on it a little bit more, just give more of an English lesson with that. But Sears, man, Rolling 90 really needed to keep him alive. They so many times where Blanket was able to get behind them and just 1-2 rocket him. There goes your
So
heals, man. It's gone.
bada bing, bada boom. It's like that.
Boom,
Real
boom, click,
quick,
click, pow,
Sears,
pow.
Shears, Shears. No interviews or yes interviews? Okay, so we what I've been told, official word from the man in charge is, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we are not bringing you any interviews, but stay tuned to Team Fortress TV 2 as we take you to Uni Wizards stream, where we are going to be bringing you the Div 2 lower bracket finals, Milkies versus the Bradmen. But before we go to that, I just want to let you guys know that this Friday, I think tomorrow, Saturday for me, because I do live in Australia, we on Fireside Cast are bringing you the Div 1 Grand Finals. We are going to have a Grand Slam rotation of casters. I will be there, Jamond will be there, and then there'll be other people there. But we know you're just coming for us too. And then next week on either Team Fortress TV or Capping TV, we are going to be bringing you the Div 2 Grand Finals of whoever's playing in Div 2 Grand Finals, which you'll find out when you watch Unicorn Wizard stream. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Congratulations, 7 goal, your champions. Unfortunately, Rolling Halal, you get second place, but a very well played season. Congratulations. I have been Just Jazz, joined by TonyB on his first ever cast. Very well done. And Shears, the man, the myth, the legend, the hero on production. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to TFTV, but stick around. There's more TF2 coming.